tonight, Peter. We're very busy on our phone line, so QVC.com and mobile apps. The best way for you to get through right now. Peter, always a pleasure, sir. All right. We're going to move on now to, we're going to cut right to the heart of the matter, aren't we? Yeah, we are. All right, we've got a hot pick coming your way. And this is one of our star products. And something you don't want to miss when it comes to sharpening the knives that you have. You know, we all have a drawer in our kitchens where there are probably a lot of dull knives. And we probably call that drawer the drawer where knives go to die. You paid a lot of money for them, so you can't bring yourself to throw them away. But your knife should not have a lifespan. Unless that knife is physically broken, if it's dull, this can go a long way toward breathing new life into it. Now, this comes to us from a great brand called Chefologist, a set of three-stage mini knife sharpeners, and you get gift boxes. So for this price tonight of $30.90, you're getting 3 individual gifts. You'll choose these either in the metallics, where you'll get the gold, the gunmetal, and the silver, all with their matching boxes, or the more limited essentials, where you get green, metallic red, and beautiful blue. This has a suction cup that will suction right to your tabletop. Then there are 3 sharpening stages, and they're numbered. I can see the numbers because I'm looking right down into it. 1, 2, and 3. So I take that knife, and there's an arrow that points toward me. So you bring this few passes through number 1, through number 2, then the honing blade, number 3. What you've done now is you put a new edge on that knife and given it a new lease on life. Now, the man that brings great sharpeners to QVC is Rick Roman. He joins us now. He is a chef, a former caterer and restaurant owner, and now a busy dad and husband, and going to talk to us about Chefologist. How are you, buddy?
David, great to be here. You know what? I tell you, the number one thing people most struggle with in their kitchen is sharpening knives. And you just said knives shouldn't have a lifespan. With the Chefologist sharpener, you can take any knife and make it like new. And here's what I love, that suction cup design. It's super compact, but when you put it on a smooth surface, I just want to show you, this is a heavy white plate. It is secure. So what does that mean? That means if I go to my granite countertop and put my sharpener down and lock it down, and the way we lock it down, David, I love the fact that it's this twist mechanism. You simply twist it, and now it won't move. So what does that mean? I don't have to put my hand near the blade, and I can do what you just did. And it can be a large chef's knife. It could be a small paring knife. I go through that first stage. That's tungsten carbide grooves. They're going to break down the metal, re-edge the knife. Then the second stage are diamond honing bars. They're going to actually take now that rough metal and start to smooth it out. And then the final stage are the ceramic honing bars. And anybody that can pull in one direction like this can take any knife. This knife, David, is over 20 years old from one of my restaurants. I want to show you something. When a knife is sharp, David, it glides through the food. You simply take it and drag it. I have a tomato, which is notorious for being difficult to slice and cut. Look at the slices. Every single cut is perfect. This knife is like brand new. And if you give this as a gift to somebody, every knife they have in their drawer will be like brand new again.
Well, I'm looking here at some of the knives we pulled out of our prep kitchen, and I have to believe that some of them came over on the Mayflower. And so this is pretty extraordinary because now I can get in and do some really beautiful and precise cuts, even nice and thin cuts, because that knife, which is decidedly old, has a brand new lease on life because I was able to pull it through and give it a really beautiful new edge. Now, 200 sets are gone. If you're after the metallics, you wouldn't be alone. Everybody's loving these metallics tonight. And in that set, you'll get a gold, a gray, and a silver. And they're matching gift boxes. If you're going for the essentials, that's more limited. I have green, red, and blue. Since we debuted this, 5,500 of these have been sold, and that was just since the 18th of October, which was our cook event a few weeks ago. So this is your opportunity tonight to really breathe new life into all those blades. But Rick, I'm looking here at a food processor blade. Is this designed for that kind of blade too?
It is, and you know, that's our unique suction cup design. You just said it, because if you were using a traditional knife sharpener, which you actually have to hold, think about this, a traditional knife sharpener, you have to hold with one hand, use the knife with the other hand. Very dangerous and not easy. With our suction cup design, it doesn't move. So I can take those processor blades, and now I can actually pull them through each stage. You would never be able to do this with a traditional knife sharpener, but now because I have that suction cup design, I can do it, and I can get all 3 stages. I love the fact that you have 3 stages of sharpening, and those processor blades are like brand new. And right next door, David, I just want you to know, any type of knife, big heavy cleavers, don't be fooled by the size of this. This thing is built to literally take metal off the knife and re-edge it. When I say re-edge it, you're putting a new edge, David, on that knife. So this heavy cleaver, I mean, it is sharp like brand new. And then serrated knives. So many people ask me about serrated knives. You can take serrated bread knives just like this. And it's so simple, David. You said it before. There's 3 numbers inside to tell you 1, 2, and 3 to tell you which direction and which sharpening stage to use. And that fast, something like the bread knife, I mean, when you're doing things like slicing breads and delicate cakes, you want to get that perfect slice. Well, that's what happens when you have a sharp blade, okay? A safe knife is a sharp knife, David, because it goes where you tell it to go.
Now, Rick, I can tell you 6,000 of these have been ordered since launch. That's over half the quantity we brought in for the holiday season, and 700 already in this show alone. You're getting 3 in this pack up tonight, and in the metallics, which is most popular tonight, gold, gray, and silver, each with their matching gift boxes, all for $30.90. If you go for the essentials, we're more limited here. I've got green, red, and blue. If you want the essentials, I have 2,200 left, and then those will be gone. Don't miss out on this opportunity, as we are very, very busy on our phone lines. A lot of you have foodies on your gift list who have knives in their kitchen that are dull. Now, you may not have been in their kitchen in a while, but Rick and I can guarantee you that someone on your gift list has a drawer where there are some dull knives inside. It's been a while since we've had knife sharpeners back on QVC. This could be the best gift you could give this holiday season.
Yeah, and David, we actually have a little video I'd love to show, because you can take a knife that is useless and dull, that is not even sharp enough to cut something like a sponge, and turn it into brand new. And I don't know if we have that video loaded, but it can show you really, yeah, it can show you really close up. So here's an example. Here's a knife that can't even cut a sponge, right? But all I have to do is go to my Chefologist, take it a few passes through each of the 3 different stages of sharpening, and in a matter of 30 seconds and even less, you've taken that dull, useless knife. Watch this, David. It goes right through the sponge like it's brand new. So that's a knife that is now safe and useful, unlike the other one that was dull and useless. Now take a look at this large chef's knife. Look at this piece of paper, David. You can slice right through the paper. So it's amazing how easy, I always talk about Chefologist wants to take things that people are intimidated by, and knife sharpening is one of them. Doesn't matter what kind of knife. Here I have one of those Groove Tech knives that you sold so many on QVC. As long as it has an edge, you can use this on any steel knife. The only thing you can't use this on is ceramic knives or scissors. But every knife in your drawer, again, with less than 30 seconds time, I see so many people, they say, oh, I don't know how to sharpen my knives, and they just kind of work with dull knives. When you have a sharp knife, David, it glides through the food. You don't get bruises, you don't rip and tear the food, and guess what? You don't slip with the knife, because the knife is sharp and the edge goes where you want it. So short knives, large knives, Groove Tech knives, you name it, they're all sharp as new every single time.
Well, and I can tell you now, Rick, we have taken 7,000 orders. That's just since October 18th. If you want the metallics, I have 2,900 remaining, and here you get the gold, the gray, and the silver. If you want the essentials, 1,800 left, and here you get green, red, and blue. This center strip is what you're going to turn in order to engage that suction cup. So when you put this down on the table, you simply turn this from left to right, and as long as it's a smooth, flat surface, Rick, you've got a nice connection, right?
Yeah, and that's what's great about it. And I'll just show you here on this white plate. Again, as long as it's smooth and clean, I'm going to put this on the plate here, right? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put light pressure down, and I'm going to twist it. And I love this design because you don't have to have any dexterity. You just simply twist it. And now you can see it doesn't come off. It's secure. But then when I want to release it, David, just give it a quick twist. It pops right off. And here's the other thing, David. Look at the size of this. It takes no space in your drawer. So it's compact yet powerful. Now, I want to show you a demonstration here because we showed you in the video, but I'm going to just do this live here. A lot of people have tried to use these steels, which, by the way, pretty dangerous to use, but I'm going to intentionally dull this knife. I'm going to actually run it the wrong way on this steel. because I want to show you I can take a dull, useless knife, just like we showed you in the video. This knife right here, watch this sponge. I'm going to try to cut this. I want you to see I am sawing, the sponge is moving. I can't cut the sponge. Now I'm going to go to my sharpener, stage 1, tungsten carbide grooves, breaking down the metal, literally taking metal off the knife, David. Then the diamond honing bars, which are going to start to smooth and begin to reestablish the edge. And then we go to the ceramic honing bars. Now I want you to see something, David. This knife went from completely dull. Check this out. It goes through that sponge now, just like it was brand new. So now my knife is brand new edge, cutting and chopping in the kitchen. David, it's incredible how easy it is to sharpen knives.
Now, 8,000 have been ordered since launch. That was since the 18th of October. In this show alone, 2,600 have been ordered. We're getting very limited on what we have remaining, and you should know that we brought this in for holiday gift giving, and now would be the time to make your purchase, tuck these away. One purchase tonight can take 3 people off your gift list. Now, if you want metallic, 2,500 remain. If you want the base or the essentials, 1,400. Now, again, 3-stage sharpening. Rick, show us again. Just take us through the whole 3-stage sharpening so we can see how easy that is. It's a matter of just following the arrow.
Absolutely. So there's 3 numbers, 1, 2, and 3 inside the sharpener that you can see when you're looking down. Now I'm going to take a little hunting knife. You know, again, if you know somebody that's a hunter or fisher, you go into the tungsten carbide grooves and notice how my hand is away from the blade. And all I have to do is simply pull it with light pressure through the stage. And I say about 3 to 4 times each stage. Then the diamond honing bars, what are they doing? They're realigning the metal, beginning to finish the edge. And the last stage, David, are ceramic honing bars. What they do is really smooth out the edge of the knife. So now check this out. I have a little grape here. I just want you to see something. Watch this. I'm just going to slice this. I'm going to try to slice something really thin. Take a look at this, David.
Oh my, you can see through it.
You almost can't even see it. That is what this sharpener does. So whether it's a hunting knife, a chef's knife, a cleaver, a paring knife, every knife in the drawer is like brand new again.
Yeah, we talk about peeling a grape. You sliced a grape there, mister.
I love it.
Okay, let's update you.
Gift.
Yeah, let's update you one final time before we wrap up. 8,400 now ordered since debut, and 3,100 in this show. If you want the metallics, I have 2,200 left. In the essentials, I have 1,200 remaining, and I've got over 1,000 customers on the phone lines.